with the main Chip Washington. It's real talk. Man, it's real talk with your main Chip Washington. When it comes to information, the main got an arsenal. Bring you up to speed with what you need. He's the local and nationwide news feed. Let's talk about it. Dialect to do something about it. Chip got the flow wide open if you got questions about it. Man, it's the show that brings you to your raw. To solve all problems, it starts with real talk. It's 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 real talk. Yeah. Welcome to Real Talk with your host, Chip Washington. It's real talk. It's real talk. It's real talk.
There we go. Hey, listen, so we are here and we are on. Here we go. Standard opening for Real Talk Memphis. That means it's 6 o'clock on a Monday evening, and we are on the air, ladies and gentlemen. Real Talk Memphis coming your way live. This is 2024 Pledge Week at WYXR Radio. And if you heard the last hour, with Level Lola, I'll get all this stuff together here in a minute. With Level Lola, we had a really good time, and she was so kind to play some Jackson 5 stuff for me because she knows I love that time period and that group. She's here with me now as well because she hangs out for Real Talk Memphis each and every Monday from 6 to 7 p.m. Central right here on this fine radio station. Now, we are live on the air, 91.7 on your FM dial. You can also find us on the WYXR app. We are on the TuneIn app. And, when the show posts in a couple of days, you can find us on YouTube and wherever it is you get your podcast, because this is a podcast show. And by the way, we also streaming live on Facebook this evening, live streaming as well. So welcome to the 2024 Pledge Week edition of Real Talk Memphis, which means we don't have traditional guests, but we all hang out together, we talk together, we laugh together, we joke together, and maybe you can find out a tidbit or two about each and every one of us. But the most important part of all of this is you. Right now, we're at 32% of our anticipated goal of 100%. So as Lola likes to say, she's sitting right next to me here. We like to change the jingles, but we like the stuff that folds, right?
The stuff that folds is nice.
That's
even if it folds digitally.
That's right.
We like it.
We do that, and we've made it easy. Have we not?
Made it real
year?
easy. We got a little PayPal for you, a little Venmo, Apple Pay, Google Pay, credit cards, or that good old bank account.
You don't have to do anything but press some buttons, right? Is that what
Head on over to WYXR.org or give us a call.
Yeah.
You know that number, too?
901-460-3031. Bryn is in the house. Of course, the DJ Lola is in the house. And Lola, we have another special guest. This is the first time meeting this young lady. And you two have something specific in common. We'll introduce our guest for us.
We
for the
have
audience.
DJ G Honey in the house.
DJ G Honey.
I should have been by my air horn.
Yeah, you got an air horn around here somewhere, don't you? Yeah. Well, there it is. That's it.
All right, Bryn in the house.
It's the party. Well, it is wonderful to meet you. It is great to have you in studio with us this evening to spend a little time. For those of us who don't know, this is my first time meeting you, but tell us a little bit about you, DJ G Honey, right?
Yep.
I'll get it by the end of the show. I guarantee you that.
You got it.
But tell us a little bit about you. You have a show here on WYXR. Tell us about your show, when it's on, and the whole 9 yards.
So my name is DJ G Honey again. My show is called Sweet Vibrations. It's on Sunday from 6 to 7.
Is that AM or PM? PM?
PM.
Okay, 6
PM.
to 7. Okay,
Yes,
all right.
I'm your Sunday evening hug. On my show, I typically say if you're getting ready to go out with your friends, or if you're about to get ready for your week, that's what my mix is for.
Okay, all right. So you play that. Do you do sampling too, or do you just play like just different? I mean, how does your show work in terms of that?
So I tap into all genres, but mainly neo soul and R&B.
Oh,
but sometimes I do play other stuff. You hear some gospel, you may hear some country.
so you're telling me I need to listen to your station, right?
Yeah,
You
G-
play that
G
that
Honey is a-
R&B,
yeah,
that G
R&B,
Honey is
yeah.
all that.
She keep it smooth like
Come
honey.
on over and get the vibes.
I like that. That sounds real good. So how long have you been part of the family around here?
So I've been a part of the family since November of last year. So this November, of course, makes a year for my show.
Okay.
So we'll be one.
Well, congratulations on that. I didn't. I mean, this is becoming, and I think the world of female DJs in this city is becoming a big deal. And as Lola likes to say, if you want the honey, what is it? Pretty. What was that you said earlier?
Pretty cute.
Huh?
We make your party
Oh, you
cute.
make
Yeah,
that's right. They make
your party
they make the party cute. That's what it is. So Brent and I just kind of sitting off in the corner, just kind of like guys waiting for the first dance or something. I don't know how that works. But Brent is here as well. Brent is our board producer, and he is he's been with us now. Brent, it's good to see you. How long have you been with us now?
I think I started maybe at the end of 2023, November or something like that.
So we're getting on about a year for you, right?
I think so.
Getting close to that or whatever it is.
It feels a lot longer though.
It does. It feels.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope
Part
that.
of the
I hope you meant that in the
family.
good
Yeah.
way.
Good way.
You meant that in the good way.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Just as long as you enjoying
for
your
sure.
time here with us.
Most definitely. And y'all probably have convinced me to reach out to somebody to do my own show here, or at least inquire.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll say yes,
Yes.
but
I think, we
never
got one of the
know.
big. Shelby is standing behind us. She's our operations manager around here. She's got some clout, and besides that, today's her birthday too. By the way. You know what I'm
Happy
saying? On the
birthday.
last show, it's Shelby's birthday today. But if you wouldn't mind, and this is not anything self-aggrandizement or anything. But what is it that you enjoy about hanging out with us every Monday from 6 to 7 p.m. If you don't mind me saying so.
totally.
Gnats over here.
I didn't know what I was getting into at first, but since like 2019, 2020, I've been understanding the political world a little bit more and understanding it's become important to me, and your show has helped me really help understand the local politics scene. A lot of times I can get I think a lot of people can get worked up about the big stuff, who's running for president and all that, but stuff with the state house right now, super important.
Yeah.
As it's just ingraining me in my beliefs a little bit more, even as it's just understanding the facts a little better every week.
I think for those of you who are listening right now, we talk here on this show, every Monday from 6 to 7 p.m. I've been doing this show now for 4 years. I've been this station just turned 4 years old, and I've been here ever since they kicked this thing off on the air. And this is a mostly music station, but there is a good supply of talk radio, because I think it means something. We're all, fairly, caught up with what is going on in the world. Lola's, very intelligent. Brent is as well, and we bring a different level of conversation to this show, whether it's a politician, whether it's a community, activist or a member or what have you, to be able to explain some things that maybe we don't understand, about all of this. And I was thinking before we started this today, Lola has been with me for almost 4 years. It's not 4. Is it almost
quite 4, but almost 4. I came in.
Pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close.
We're just getting started.
We're going. Yeah, just got started.
Yeah. And we like our family. And I want to find out from DJ Honey. Was that I say it right? G Honey. I'm sorry. I'll get it before we get it.
Not O Honey.
No, I didn't say O. It's that G Honey. How did you get started in this? Where did your love for music come from? How did you and then take you from wherever you came from to the track of the doors of WYXR Radio?
So my love for music definitely came up from growing up. I definitely grew up in church. So of course I fell in love with gospel music first, but then so my mom was very saved and religious, so she listened to a lot of gospel. My dad listened to, he liked the Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind and Fire and just funk, and he just exposed me to a lot of different kinds of music. He liked rap.
Okay.
He liked everything. So him just kind of me discovering music through his CD books, and like that was pretty much the biggest influence was church and my dad musically. Okay. And so I can sing, so I've always dibbling and dabbling in singing and stuff like that. But at some point in my life, I had always thought like, oh, it would be cool for me to be a DJ, just because of my love for music. When I was in high school, I would make mix CDs. Yeah. My friends and I that also sung and were into music, we would make mixes and exchange mixes. So you would give your friend a mix CD and they would give you one back. And be like, oh, I like this mix, make me a copy. And then we would kind of sell them. Okay. So it was a whole little thing. But at some point, later in life, I was like, it would be cool to be a DJ. And so my friends, they kind of took notice too of like when I would play music, when they would come over and hang out with me, and they'd be like, "That playlists are always really good. Like, can you share them with me?" And so, unbeknownst to me, I ended up going to lunch with a friend, Mr. Deal. Shout out to him. Okay. And I was talking to him and told him about just that I thought it would be cool to one day just kind of dibble and dabble in DJing, and he was like, "Really?" And I was like, yeah. So he was like, okay, well, I got a gig. I want you to pull up. And I was like, okay. And he literally just gave me like a crash course right there at his gig. Mm-hmm. It's at the 10 Room on Beale. Okay. He made me DJ for like about 10 minutes after he showed me kind of what to do. And it just kind of went from there. It pretty much gave me my start.
It stuck with you, didn't it?
Yeah. And it's just grown from there.
Lola is very fond of you, and she suggested that you come and join us this evening as someone that we'd like to introduce on our show. And what's special about her? She seems like the mentor type, and she always says when it comes to a backup, she calls you first. She says, you're the one. Yeah. Well, that's got to make you feel pretty good. It does. Doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's an honor. Yeah. It's an honor. So I met Lola at one of the She DJs meetups. They typically hold them here in Crosstown, but I met her there. So She DJs basically is two DJs in the city. It's a group, but basically it's a collective of female DJs. Okay. And it's a space for if you are thinking about DJing or you are already DJing, you're picking it back up, or wherever you are in your journey. You guys are the support, right? You're the support, you just come and we basically link in, and
that's cool.
You just plug into a big support system.
That's cool. Yeah. Now this is your first pledge drive, with us, and we all of us, and Lola and I were talking about it on her show. All of us, and there's almost 100 of us around here, all volunteers. Everybody comes in here because we love what we do. Isn't that right, Lola? We love it, don't we?
We love it. Yeah. We love it here.
And so, and having said all of that, we do what we do because we care about it. But more importantly, we care that people care. And when people acknowledge you, if they've heard you on the end, girl, I heard you just jamming the other night, or whatever it is that they say, in terms of that's got to make you feel pretty good, doesn't it?
It does. The support that I've felt from her, and as well as everybody at WYXR, has been amazing. I was able to DJ at Memphis Fest, and that opportunity was presented to me by WYXR. So since I've been here, it's just been amazing, and the support is very real.
So speaking of that support, we are here. This is Pledge Drive Week. Now listen, I know that there are like 3 or 4 of you out there who actually listen to the show every Monday night from 6 to 7.
They tuning in,
Chip. From 6 to 7 p.m. So don't make me look bad in this hour, okay? So I would humbly ask that you support this show. And if you support the show, you support the radio station, because we've been doing this for a long time, and it's growing and growing and growing. And we've been talking about the fact that there are so many people doing so many different things. The music is just it's just all Memphis. This is just like a Memphis thing for real. A Memphis thing, and it is really spread across the country. We could not do that without our loyal listeners, right, Lola?
That is absolutely correct. We could not do this with you. We love it. Your donation helps ensure that WYXR is always available to you, whether you are tuning in from across town or around the world. You know you can get us online anytime that you like. Any show that you miss, guess what? You really didn't miss it. Go check out that archive at WYXR.org.
Yep.
And while you're over there, you know that big, beautiful donate button. Give it a little clickety, clickety, clackety, clack.
And that's exactly what we want. You know, we like I said, we've been here for 4 years, and I don't know what the ultimate goal is for as long as the station wants to be viable. But as long as we have you, our loyal listeners, and we were talking about this earlier, and we mentioned it a little bit now. There's nothing better than you come into the radio station and you do your show because you love doing what you do, right? I mean, all of us love doing what we do. But there's something to be said about the fact if somebody says to you or sends you a note on social media or what have you, you know, hey, I checked your show out, or I listened to your show, and I really like what you're doing. There is, I mean, is there anything better than that? I mean, what that feeling right there?
It's a great feeling.
You know,
Yeah.
to have the support of the community, and then you go, hey, somebody's really listening. Lola was like, yeah, you know, somebody tagged her. Somebody said, yeah, you jamming. When she got all excited, like she been doing DJing all over town for like 100 years, or whatever.
In. But DJing around town and someone tuning in on this illustrious station.
Like that illustrious. That's a big word. We don't use those words on this radio station.
I got something like a brain.
Yeah.
And that's different. That's kind of different. I mean, not saying you're forced to be there when I'm out at a club or a party, but hey, you're there.
Yeah.
And I'm there.
Yeah.
So you know what it do.
So you're there.
Clock that T.
There you go. Clock that T.
But when you're tuning in, you're taking those little nubby fingers like that you use to click that donate button.
Yeah.
Those little fingers,
yeah,
that's like next level.
It is.
It is next level, and you finding that too?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely have received some love on IG from people tuning in. Like, hey, I was listening to you. You're jamming.
Yeah.
I've gotten followers and just been able to connect with people, and it's been really cool. And the love that I received and feedback that I received has been really great.
You know, think back to your favorite WYXR memory. Maybe it was a song that hit you at just the right moment, like the song I heard right before we came on the air, or an event where you connected with other music lovers, or conversation with one of our DJs that made you feel something special. Well, that memory is what makes WYXR more than just a radio station. You know, and on that part right there, Memphis Fest, right, just ended, right? Big deal,
yes.
Big deal, right?
Yes.
Very successful in the whole 9 yards.
Great
Y'all
time.
Everybody had a great
Yes.
time. You two were working, doing your thing, right? But you know, to be in the midst of something that big that's becoming bigger every year now. Talk about how special that is.
That's so special, and I mean, it's due to the station. It's due to WYXR.
Mm-hmm.
They're the reason that, like G Honey said, we got to DJ at Memphis Fest and, you know, show the people what we have. And like you said, every year is better. I've been there since actually started as a patron going to Memphis Fest to actually being an artist.
Well, you're kind of big on the music thing around this town anyway.
I
so
am.
you kinda
I
really
do love
sound like
music,
what you're
and I love it all.
Yeah.
Like, I love Sublime and Jack White.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
eclectic. You too?
Yeah.
You too?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
I love, but I got a chance to see the Roots, and I got a chance to see Diggable Planets. They were amazing. It was
Shelby back there
amazing.
going crazy. You mentioned these groups and shit. Everybody's going.
I was working
going
at the
crazy.
Jack Daniels trailer.
Oh, see there. That's what I'm talking about now. Brandon last year. Brandon was chauffeuring big stars back and forth and you know in these things this year. But with this station, and this is for Brandon, you get a chance to meet people that you may not have thought you would meet, musicians and other creative talents that are part of what makes all of this popular. Now, I will say that your brother, if I remember this correctly, your brother and Robbie, did they not play in the same band together?
That's
Just
right.
want to say the name of the band, Chip.
Big ass truck.
That's right. Oh yeah.
You can do that on this. Look, they're laughing at me. Look, I had to put it out there. That's the name of the group, right? Big ass
Yeah,
truck.
that's
I'm
right.
sorry. Yeah, right. So they played together, right?
They did.
Yeah.
Y'all can check out their compilation album that I guess it dropped last year. Yeah, a lot of great music, and my brother had a radio show here when it started in 2020. I was able to catch a few sessions in person, and Robbie, you know, I've known him a little bit since I guess I was like 12 or so.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of like family here already. You know?
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, and that's what they make you feel like that. They make you feel you feel like family here. They really do. I mean, we all
we are family.
We are
we are family.
Yeah.
Don't act like that.
So okay. Well, you know, I can be a little sometimes, but no, we are family at WYXR. We need to thank our matching sponsors here, and let DJ Honey G Low. Go ahead, man. Here they are. Can you see them? Where they? Okay, go ahead.
So we want to say thank you to Peoples on Bill, Whatever, Cover Accounting, Dogs Rule, John Harrison Jones Architect, Beauty Shop, Bar DKDC, Another Roadside Attraction, the Molly Fontaine Lounge, and Loaded for Beer.
That was well done. Very nice. Very nice job on that. All that soft, smooth. So now people are like out there, they're listening and go, who is that with that voice? Who is
you
that?
Hear that
Where
honey.
she get
that honey dripping
That's that
on
honey.
the
All that honey all over the microphone. Don't get honey all over the microphone. Come on now. Listen what you're trying to do.
We got lifestyle wipes. We'll wipe it out.
Okay. So we're at 30. She's got some humor here too. 32%, ladies and gentlemen, is what we have so far. Please, I'm just waiting to see, you know, a name or an amount pop up or something. You know, scrape up some of that change you got at the house and put it all together, and then so we can put you on the little screen over there so we can get the air thing going. And what is that thing, the air horn that you got going on, right? Is that what that is? A few people talking about this. So, you know, I want to talk about the future of music. Lola, you do a lot of samples. That's your show. Your show is really sampling the different artists from different generations, from up and down the line, and the whole 9 yards. And we've talked about this before, about your particular love of music, but this goes back to your family telling you at some point or another when you were young, you just had this rhythm inside you, and they used to always say, you know, hey, when it comes to the music, talk about a little bit about that.
Say, play your music.
Play your music.
Those road trips, you be the DJ in the car.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, you should pay for my services.
See there? How are you? Well, you know I'm 8, but that's okay. We can work out a little budget plan here.
I'll take the kind that jingles at 8.
Okay,
that was the bubblegum machines back in those days.
I got you.
But I want the kind that folds.
That's right.
And I take it digitally too.
That's right. So, you know, and this is becoming a big thing in this city. A lot of folks, you know, there are a lot of people that do what you two do, but it takes you have to prove your success at various events, which is how you get more events and more known, is that what it is? Is it really the experience that people have listening to what you do?
Yeah, you get a lot of return customers. A lot of people say, well, this person told me, gave me your name. Word of mouth, especially around this city, it's everything. It is definitely everything. And just being at certain gigs and people coming up to you like, you have a card? Baby, of course I have a card. Of course, honey.
You have the same experience there?
Yeah. All of my things have grown just from word of mouth. I was blessed to be able to have some residencies when I first got started off DJing. So that is just meeting different people and making sure, like she said, make sure you have a card.
Yeah.
Or a way for people to connect with you.
Yeah.
Or they'll follow me on IG and then they'll DM me like, hey, I met you at such and such. I would love to have you DJ my daughter's birthday party.
The one thing I like about this station is they give people opportunities. Now, I have to say, I've had a few people, you know, come through here, and you know, they've gotten their own shows, and I'm just as proud. I'm proud, Papa. I'm happy for other folks' success. You know, she and then Nicole, she has her own show on Friday night. Planet Chrome on Friday.
She's at midnight. Check out my girl Nicole.
Yeah, she's doing doing her
The
thing.
wrestling aficionado.
Oh Lord, you can't even. We had some wrestlers in here one
We
night,
did.
and she was losing her mind. But then, it was, and I'm
She
like,
just got back from Nashville. We should have had her in to talk about
is that
it.
right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, anyway, if you're listening, Nicole, we miss you. We love you. And she was part of our show for a couple of years, and now she's doing her thing out there. And of course, Lola's been doing her thing for a while as well, and we'll get Brent in. That'll be a nice trifecta if we can get him in. Brent, what kind of music do you like generally? What do you listen to? What do you?
Oh, honey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just like you guys, I like it all.
Well, he be coming in bopping to your stuff. I can tell you that.
Micro
Yeah. I'm
Jackson.
sitting over
Brent
here-
is my guy.
Yes, that's right.
I'm sitting over here with a big question mark like on my face, like when I'm listening to some of her music, and Brent's like, "Hey, you played that so and so and so." I like
Yeah,
that.
Chip knows the samples. I might know the current stuff that DJ Lola
Yeah.
plays.
Yeah, absolutely that. Yeah, absolutely that.
Totally.
So if you had a show on this fine radio station, what type of music do you think you'd play? What would be your theme? What would you do?
First and foremost, I'm a rap fan. That's how it was, growing up. And as I got older, Memphis rap and learning Memphis rap and its history through the '90s, through every decade, really, has made my love for the city grow. My appreciation, being a proud Memphian, is just strengthened that. And being WYXR. Us playing mostly Memphis music, that only makes sense to me.
Yeah, that whole deal, and you talking about the pride of being a Memphian, with everything that goes on, and music seems to be the great equalizer around here. I mean, in particular,
forget Brent's
because of
other famous Memphian brother there.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's right.
Mr. Devin Steele.
Yes.
Yes,
ma'am.
Yeah. You got some. Yeah. So I push him every week. I sort of say, man, I said, I love you doing what you're doing, and I'm not gonna let you leave doing what you're doing here. But I would love to see you do. Get your own show, and I think he's getting closer and closer.
I
and
think
closer
it's working,
to
Chip.
that.
I think it's
Yeah.
working,
Yeah.
Chip.
Starting
Y'all
there,
rubbed off on me a little
sinking
bit.
in, and let's let the next generation
Make it happen.
do their thing. This is really what it's all about. Do you find, ladies, that what you do and the music that you play and the type of different genres that you play, does part of what you do help to bring other folks into the mix? I mean, when they hear you doing, female lady DJs in the city, very successful doing your thing. I mean, is there a mentoring aspect to what you do, to want to encourage other women who may love the music, love to hear the music, love the party, to get into all of that? Talk a little bit about that, honey, DJ honey.
So yeah, definitely. There is a young lady that I was recently connected with. Her name is Oziama. She has a show on here on Mondays. I believe her show is from. I'm gonna look the time up because I don't want to quote wrong.
Okay.
But she is the intern here at the station, but she also has her own show. And so when she was introduced to me, she let me know that she was basically just putting her foot in the DJ pool.
Mm-hmm.
So since then we have connected, and we are both single mothers. So we share that love for our kids, and just her. And I am a little older than her, but it's been really cool because I haven't been in my journey as long as Lola has.
Yeah.
But it's been really cool to just share the things that I do know, and just to offer support whenever she needs, or if she has any questions. Or it's been really cool just basically to provide to her what Lola and so many of the other DJs in the city have provided for me.
It's important to give back. It's important to reach back. And
Each one teach one.
That's exactly right. And that's why, again, we love this station. We love our listeners. And a lot of folks feel like when you have things like this, these place drives and things, you have to understand it costs to keep the lights on around here. This place doesn't just run off of 9-volt batteries. I mean,
Hopes and prayers, it takes more than hopes and prayers, honey.
It takes something to be able to do that, and for us to be able to come here each and every week and do what we do. That is why we love to do what we do for you, but we also love you to help us continue to do what we do for you, which is by donating, of course, and giving to us and giving to the station to support our needs. You can call us at 901-460-3031 to leave a comment. You can also donate. Can you also donate?
You definitely can donate.
Yeah. So
yes.
So we're looking for a little bit of an increase.
We need a little increasement. Yeah, a little ding
Yeah,
ding.
yeah. We need to hear
We
some
need to
ding
hear
ding.
the
You know.
magical sign.
Now don't just show me out with the women and the DJing and the music and the bopping and everything else. There's always room for talk. Okay,
Always room for talk.
Always room for talk each and every Monday night.
And we do
6 to
more.
7
The
p.m.
station is more than just a music or a talk station.
It is.
We're partnered with Memfo.
That's true.
So we were a part of Memfo Fest, and also every month we have the stereo sessions up in the listening lounge.
For those of us out there who don't know about the stereo sessions that are part of WYXR Radio, tell them a little bit about
It
that.
is offered free. Yes, people, I did say
Did you
free
say free?
99. There is free 99.
$3.99? Oh.
But there is also a donation button when you go on to get that free ticket, and you don't have to make it free.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to make it free if you don't want it to be free. And even Lola gives back to stereo sessions. I mean, it's great. They pick an album with ties to Memphis, not necessarily a Memphis artist, but ties to Memphis. And we just go through the album, front and back. Most of the times they have the artists or producers or whoever was involved at the time there to tell the stories that are attached to this project. It's great. You guys should really check it out.
Yeah, it is, and more people are starting to check it out.
Yeah,
Aren't they?
baby, it's
they bring in
standing room only these days.
These groups and all these personalities coming through here and everything, and people want to see it, and they talk to them, and they hear, and so I mean, there's a lot more to doing what they do on a daily basis than what you hear, and again, you should really explore. One thing I do like about the fact that this station does, they use interns. I think you said one of the girls that was.
And I wanted to plug my girl. Her show is every Monday from 11 a.m. to noon. So y'all check my girl out.
Have you noticed?
You better look it up.
Well,
I
wait a
how
minute.
You was
Well,
on that G Honey girl.
I gotta plug my girl in.
Yeah.
Well, have you noticed, ladies and gentlemen, a theme here? All the Monday stuff, all the shows on Monday,
Hot
like
fire.
today,
Hot fire.
Monday,
Hot
fire on Monday.
Boom,
is
boom, boom, boom,
what-
boom, boom.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, so if you just joining us, of course, we are just beginning Pledge Week. Really, Pledge Week started on Saturday. We're already at 32%. Of our goal that we are trying to reach, and of course, couldn't do anything that we do around here without the support of Robbie and JB and Shelby. Of course, they have
For sure.
the leaders of this gang of ragamuffins. We like to call them.
And also Liz. Don't leave out Liz.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it Liv? Is it
Liv.
Liv?
Look at me.
Yeah,
Correct
so you
me.
said
Liv.
Liv, see, because she come in here and beat you up, man. You
I
gotta-
saw her out there
Liv.
earlier. Miss Liv Cohen. Shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to all y'all. So it's if you're just joining us, like I said, we're having fun tonight. This is kind of one of the weeks. This is for me. This is for me like a week off because I have to produce the show every week, and
You produce the show, Chip?
You didn't know. You didn't know that, did you? I've actually produced this show.
Oh.
Well, I have. Okay, wait. Okay, no, wait. I know what she's saying. So let me backtrack here. I have a coordinating producer. Her name is DJ Lola, and
Chip does find these guests and he talks to them.
I have to.
But all the other little nuances
that's
and
fine.
all up in there.
I'm terribly sorry.
And up in the-
I was taking some credit for a show that I've done for
okay,
4
Chip.
years now, and that's fine. But and Brent is our board producer. Brent produces the show flawlessly on the board there. He does a really good job. And so I am. I forgot my point. You corrected me, and I just shot everything out of my head. I can't begin to remember. But one thing that I try to listen to other folks. Like what's the show before you? Sonosphere.
Sonosphere.
That's some. Amy plays some really.
Amy plays some stuff.
It's out there. I will admit that I'm not from Memphis, so I don't really know like a lot of the history of the music that's played here. but you learn something about. That's one thing I like about this station. You can learn things,
And
you
then
can
we
learn
bleed
people.
into each other. I
Yeah,
came
we-
in one day and Amy was playing Dr. Buzzards, which I have played on my show.
Dr. Buzzards.
Yes,
Okay.
because Ghostface sampled. Yes, for
Okay.
ghost showers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
So we kind of bleed into
So
each
there's
other.
the bleeding.
sometimes.
There's the bleeding that
Yeah.
goes on here, right?
Bleeding that goes on.
Does anybody else here play besides Pastor Ship? Does anybody else play gospel? You play gospel on your show too, right?
I
Is that what you're
do. I
doing?
do throw some in there sometimes.
Well,
Yes, I
baby,
do.
hip hop samples.
Ah,
I
maybe
definitely
some
play
hip-hop.
gospel.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Hip hop
so-
samples at all.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so there's a little bit of R&B, a little bit of gospel, some other things you kind of mix in there and everything like that.
Some pop. You may hear some jazz.
Uh,
I do play instrumentals sometimes because there are songs that I love that have no words.
Uh-huh.
So and then sometimes my son is my co-host. He talks on there. and
How old
so
is he?
He's 5.
Oh, that's
His
cute.
name is Charles, but we call him CJ for Charles Jr.
Okay.
But he has been basically kind of co-starring here and there since last year, since the show started. And so some weeks he has a song that he may want to introduce. So that song could be from any genre because he likes a lot of different music as well. So.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I wonder sometimes of the people that have walked through this door who have become interns at one time and moved on. And I've talked to some of them in the past, and they really enjoy being. There's something about being in a radio station, man. I mean, I grew up in Los Angeles, so I mean, I all that stuff was. You couldn't hardly get in the doors out there, But the one thing I like about this station, due to you guys supporting us, is the fact that they allow these interns to come into the station. They allow them to work. They allow them to get the experience of it. It really is something. I remember the first time when they built this studio, and we all walked in here for the first time. It was just like, oh man, they're trying to do something here. It was pretty cool, wasn't it? It wasn't
Pretty
bad.
cool,
Yeah,
yeah.
it wasn't bad. So and I think for and again, I want to encourage people. If you do have a dream to maybe one day work at a radio station, be an on-air personality or whatever it is you want to do, you really ought to stick close to this station because locally, I don't know how many other folks give you that opportunity.
Right.
Am I right about that? I
From
don't
the
know if I am right.
community
I mean,
to
seriously.
being a part of the community.
Yeah.
To being physically a part of the station. It's possible. It's there. Yeah.
It is there, and I think that people ought to take advantage of it. If you have this opportunity, you ought to take advantage of it because you never know where it'll take you down the road. I'm always pushing the next generation. There's always another generation after the other generation, and that's why I ask you ladies about being mentors to folks who are younger, who watch you, who listen to you, and really enjoy what you do, and the responsibility that you have to, as Lola said, reach one, teach one. That's extraordinarily important, isn't it?
Yes, sir, it is.
It really is. And so, ladies and gentlemen, while we are doing what we do, and of course, once we get through with the pledge drive this week, we'll all be getting back to doing what we like to do the best, which is each of our radio shows, and we'll have some guests in here, and we'll do the whole nine. Now, and I want to first of all, I want to take an opportunity to say thank you for so many of you who have checked out this show. When you do things like this, initially, you never know who's going to be listening. You never know who's out there, and going, liking you or supporting you in what kind of way. I'm very fortunate, and I think that there are a lot of people who know about Real Talk Memphis, and they listen to it in some way, shape, or form, or they watch it on YouTube. What is that over there? Facebook, and really support what we try to do each and every week, which is to inform the public. And so I want to thank all of the folks who have, all 7 of you. Okay, I raised it. It was 3 or 4 earlier. Now it's 7. I want to thank all 7 of you who support and listen to this show. Be quiet, Lola.
I didn't say a word, Chip.
She was looking at me all crazy.
Just a tad bit of a side eye.
Well, just a little bit. So listen, you can support this radio station in many ways. Bren, can you look up there and tell folks how they can actually support this radio station in a very simple way?
I can. If you guys go to WYXR.org, you guys can use PayPal, Venmo, Apple Pay, Google Pay, or a credit card, or your bank account, and just throw a few dollars in there. We like the stuff that jingles.
You're taking see
But
see what
Lola-
you started. Lola started. She's looking at her stuff now. But yeah, see, but this is what and and like Lola says, we like the stuff that jingles, but we like the stuff that folds.
Even
That's
digitally.
Even digitally folding as
Even
well.
digital.
So absolutely.
That digital wallet is just as good as
the
that
digital
physical
wallet
one.
is something. So yeah,
It
so
is just as good as the physical one.
so I would like to, like I said, put an appeal out. We want to at least raise the % or something before we get out of here tonight.
Surely we can take Real Talk up to 33, right?
I mean, I think we ought to be able to take this thing
Where's
up.
your brother? Is your
for-
brother on tonight?
oh, his? Brent's?
Your brother.
My brother?
Yeah.
No, he's
Michael,
not.
Mr. Michael
no,
Washington.
Michael, no. Yeah, this would be the
Michael,
night. This would be the
yeah.
night. Yeah. Looking good, Chip. I like the guess. The girl is pretty, whatever he says when he's on Facebook Live, when he's watching this show, wherever he is in Los
Donation
Angeles,
time,
California.
where is he?
Yeah, he done ran out and got a fat burger or something from Los Angeles doing his thing. So if you if you're just joining us again, we're in the midst of a pledge week, and what really surprised me, and I will say surprised, when I first started doing this, whenever you ask people for financial support, they look at you funny sometimes. But every single year, this station, I don't know how they do it. Every single year, we meet our goal every single year. We do it twice a year, right? We do it twice a year.
Twice a year.
And we meet our pledge goal every
Because
time.
of the community.
Yeah.
The support that we have from this community is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
If you think about it, guys, you waste. Oh, there was the sound chip, and we got Wanda was okay with the. Okay, Wanda, I see you, girl. Yes, air horn. Hit Wanda with the air horn.
Yeah.
She's there to hold up Michael.
Well, thank you. It's very
But
nice
we
to hear
do reach
that.
that goal, and it's the community.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the support.
Yeah. So we have, like I said, we have a good time doing it. And if you're listening and listen during the week and listen to these shows and listen to how everybody gets into. We just have just a good time. We just act out, and it just gives us a chance to, more importantly, just say thank you. We make an appeal, but we say, but I just truly appreciate everybody who takes the time.
Yes, who takes the time
because they don't
to
have
tune
because
in.
they don't have to. They don't have to do it. They don't have to do this.
There are a plethora of other stations out there. You guys tune into us, and we're just so appreciative of it. We try to show our appreciation by offering free concerts. Things like the Raised by Sound Fest that you can come out and enjoy.
Yeah.
Like I was talking about earlier, the stereo sessions. We have all these things to show our appreciation for the community.
Yeah.
Even though it was our birthday on the 4th.
Yes, it was.
For 4 years
Yeah.
ago. We invited the community out.
And this place was packed too, by the way.
Yes.
Remember the
Robbie's
cupcakes?
wife always makes the best
She
cupcakes.
does the
Robbie's
cupcakes.
wife does those cupcakes every year. Girl, thank you. Thank you,
thank
girl.
you.
So I'm looking at my Facebook live feed, and there are some people on it watching us right now, and every one of them has a job. So having said that, one of y'all can jump in here and help us to contribute to the furtherance of this radio show and this radio station and everything else that we try to do. One thing that they do, ladies, is they're always trying to find other things that can sort of galvanize us as a community. And one thing I do know for a fact, music does that. It doesn't matter. It's like for lack of anything better, the Memphis Fest or Memphis, any big music event in this town has a whole from A to Z of different acts, different talents, and different people doing this. And there is a crowd for every single act that you see. And for me, that blows me away. Seriously, that's how important and how big music is. And I see that you find that to be the same as well, don't you? That no matter what the genre is, you always have a crowd. You always have an audience, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Always an audience.
Yeah.
I got when I did Memphis, since I was doing it on a Sunday, I thought I would do something different. So I did house music, but I did gospel house music.
Mm-hmm.
And the people loved it.
Yeah,
The
it was
feedback that I got
was
from
great.
it was amazing.
See,
great.
you don't even know until when you start doing stuff like this, and then and so and then in terms of the component that you do, is it gospel tradition? Did you say it's sort of hip hop gospel, or is it what kind of when you play? I mean, it doesn't matter. Is it a mood thing with you? I mean, how do you when you set your show, when you come in, do you already know what you're going to play, or does something pop in there during the show, or how does that work?
I do typically know what I'm going to play, but sometimes while I'm DJing, I may hear another song that I want to go ahead and throw in, so I will. It is, like I said, it's pre-made in my mind, but,
Okay.
and I will like run it, but if I do feel led to throw another song in there, I will. And a lot of weeks I kind of do. And sometimes that is when I will throw like my gospel in.
Yeah.
I may feel led to just share a song.
Yeah.
On the airwaves.
And it's on Mondays, right? It's on today.
It's on Sundays.
It's on Sundays. I'm sorry. I'm
From
sorry. I'm
6 to
sorry.
7.
I was sort of hooked on the Monday thing.
I know, because you guys are lit on Mondays. I'm not gonna lie,
Because,
but we're lit on Mondays. I mean Sundays too.
Look.
So before my show, you have the beautiful D with We Belong. Her show is for the LGBTQ community, but for everyone as well, because
Right.
we all do belong.
Right.
And her show is from 4 to 6. And then you have me from 6 to 7. And then from 7 to 8, you have DJ Dan Velour with Do You Believe? And he does the records, and his show it's very intense and just really cool. And he's always playing like some good stuff. Like I always find little records that he's playing. I'm like, what song is that? Okay, I just love his show. I'm always trying to go ahead and tune in after I get done with my show.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. In terms of tuning in and listening to what other people play, and you go to yourself, man, that was really cool. I really like that. I mean, and you become, and I'll email folks. I'll ask them. I'll say, look. I really enjoyed that set, because what it lets them know is that somebody's listening, and more importantly, that somebody really appreciates what they're doing. I'm an old school
sure.
R&B dude. I mean, so I mean that's what I grew up listening to.
Okay, well, you would like my show then.
Well,
we play that on there too.
I'm hitting the archive as soon as I leave here on your show, because it sounds like it's something really cool. Bren, when you listen to music, I don't know what type of music you listen to. It sounds like you sort of described it earlier, but is there a particular show or shows that you really enjoy at this station listening to?
Totally. I think DJ Lola does a great job. Obviously, I believe. I'm not sure if he's. Do you know if Chemist is on here?
His
Yeah.
show is Thursdays
Okay.
from 9. Can't remember what time it is, but his show is on Thursday.
Yeah, I figured. His name, DJ Chemist, for you guys who don't know, he does a lot of house and mostly just house music, I guess you could say, jungle and stuff like that. I think he's an up and comer. I think he'll be a staple here in the Memphis scene for many years to come. If you guys see him on a poster around town or whatever, please check him out. Part of the WYXR family. There's a lot of talent here, not just on-air DJs, but also the affiliates, bands that you may see come and pass. There's just a lot going on here in Crosstown. So you guys should always be looking. Please let us. We've had a great 4 years. Let's just keep this going with your help, your support. This is all thanks to you guys, donations, with grassroots support, and we just hope that we can have many more years like the past 4 we've had. Thanks to you guys.
I mean, absolutely that. And I wanted to give everybody a chance to make their own appeal. While you're here, to our audience, say thank you to the audience for listening, because I mean it truly is without you all, there is no us, and there would be no need for us to do what we do. DJ Honey, you have something. We want to. I mean, if you had to, just take a minute to give an appeal to our listeners and even thank them for everything that they do to try to help us and continue to help us in the future.
Oh, yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to whichever show that you listen to. I always encourage anyone listening during my show to always be sure to go on over to WYXR.org. If you are riding and you catch someone and you're not able to like Shazam the song or lock into whoever you're listening to at that time, you can always go back on the website and catch the archive. If you just remember the time, you can always go back and find that DJ and find that show and find that track. So I always encourage my listeners to do that. But thank you guys so much. I believe in WYXR since I've been a part. It's just been such a family vibe, so much support, so much love. Even like I said before, having my son on my show, like that's so cool. To be able to actually bring him, like it's never an issue to bring him, to have him here, for him to experience this. I wish that I had this experience at 5. So it's really cool to be able to give my son that and to share those memories with him, and that's all thanks to WYXR. So I definitely say put your go ahead, like we've been saying before, going over to the website. You can do it electronically. We take all kinds of money.
Donation.
We also take the kind of thing, but we really want the one that folds. So, and like I said before, WYXR, like we've said before, they definitely do pour into the community. I have friends that are musicians whose songs they actually play in regular rotation.
How cool is that?
That I hear
How
all
cool
the
is
time.
that? There you go, man. That's it.
They are playing the local artists. That's our main
supporting
rotation.
the local folks.
Yeah, and these are people that live here. Yeah, they're putting music out here. They're having shows here.
Definitely.
And WYXR is very supportive and quick to put that great music on air with no issue. There's a song that I actually sung background on that plays on this station, and I came in one day for my show and it was playing right before I was getting ready to hook up. I was wow.
Yeah.
So it was cool because my son was with me, and it was really cool to share that moment with him. So like I said before, just WYXR, they believe in pouring back. We've got the interns that get to come in here and experience this as well and get that work in before they go out into the real world and do what they're going to be doing. So it's just really cool. And without those donations, we need them. We need to stay on air. So y'all give whatever you feel led to give in your heart. But WYXR is definitely the place where you can put your money, because it's definitely going to a good cause.
Absolutely that. Lola, would you like to appeal to our wonderful listening audience out there?
Sure, honey. To piggyback off DJ G Honey, it's great to do things for the community, but it's really awesome when your child gets to be a part of that. And my daughter has went, as Chip knows.
That's my
She
girl,
went from
man.
a high schooler sitting in the back of Chip's show.
That's right. She's college
and
now.
piggybacking with me once I got started with my own show. And now she's in college, and she even listens down in Jackson. She will tune in to her mom.
That's sweet.
Still.
That's sweet.
Yeah,
There you go.
so
That's
yeah,
nice.
shout out to WYXR to be able to let her see that. I mean, when I was volunteering, helping out with the listening lab, she helped move. If you come up to the listening lab and you see all those CDs on the wall, me and my daughter did that, and I'm not even exaggerating. We pulled them from the basement and we put them on that wall.
See there?
Cool.
See
So
there? That's cool.
Shout out to WYXR for that. They are big in the community. Even like I was talking about for the listening lab, if you're in the community, you have a podcast, you can come up, you can use the equipment for free. For free, people. For free.
At 99 cents too? Free 99?
Free 99.
Okay, there you go.
For
That's
the
it.
free
That's free.
99. You
Special.
can come
That's
and
right.
use, and I'm not talking about
Look.
in your cousin Nene basement equipment. I'm talking about
Who is
top of the
cousin
line.
Nene? Who is cousin Nene? I'm
Cousin,
sorry, okay,
everybody got a
everybody
cousin Nene
Okay, I
in
got
the
you.
basement.
All right, good.
Top
good.
of the
That's
line.
good.
WYXR, and
But-
we cannot do it without you guys' donations. It helps keep the lights on. It helps us keep going, and we really appreciate it.
Absolutely that. And your support allows us to continue offering, as Lola was just describing, these great opportunities, keeping the Memphis music scene alive, which is exactly what they're doing here. It keeps it alive and thriving. Help the next wave of Memphis talent see everything in this little script they just talked about. They didn't even know I was reading the script. But you can help the next wave of Memphis talent by using well, finding their voice, you can help them to find their voice by using your donations to help us continue our voice. I forgot the guy's name. There's a show that comes on. I think it was this morning. I'm not sure. Kevin, he was in here with Kate.
With Amy.
With Amy and them. Yeah, he was here. And when I left, he introduced. He said, "You Chip?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he said, "Hey, yeah." And he said
like
that
how you did that, Chip.
I'm terrible with names.
So am I.
But he said, "I listened to your show." He said, "My show comes on like 10 o'clock in the morning or whatever time it is, and I listen to your show every Monday night." And I said, "Well, that's a very nice. See, we're talking about that. Yeah. That's a very nice thing to hear." He says, "My theme music." He said, "I hear it in my sleep. I love these themes.
It's real talk.
I have the best themes. I'm sorry.
Shout out to Dula.
That's exactly right.
Shout out to
The
Dula.
best theme in the business. If you don't listen to the show, listen to the beginning of the show. Listen to the theme coming. Anyway, it's good. But
that's his kid's dad. Fun fact.
Yeah, well, see, so when someone says that to you, though, you feel, I feel humbled, when that's the case. I listen to your show every Monday night, and I said, well, I really appreciate that because, it doesn't, and people think that what we do on the talk side. I love the music side because you guys are so free and you're so easy and you just enjoy. You can hear the enjoyment in your voice and in the music and everything, and you guys, you vamp to everything.
Whoa! I heard some donuts.
I don't know. There's another one, right?
There's another one. Yes, Chip.
I
think we may have hit that 33.
Yeah.
No, there's another one after that.
Yeah,
there's another one after that. How do you get to that?
Move the screen. If you move the screen over. Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah. You better show out, Miss Webb. Can we get an air horn for Miss Webb?
Yeah, give America here. Well, look at that. What is up? Look at that. Ew. What did you do?
Don't try it, Chip.
I'm not going to embarrass myself or anybody else any further. But listen, our time is about up. But this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you, DJ Honey. I
Thank
appreciate you coming. Thank you so much. Really
it was
enjoyed
a pleasure
having
meeting you both.
Yeah, you'll be back. Don't be a stranger.
Girl. I won't.
We never have strangers in there. We just people just come on, hang out.
In the block.
Yeah.
I would definitely pull up.
We're not doing the COVID thing anymore. We're locking people out of the bullshit thing. Thank you, DJ Lola.
Thank you, Chip.
It's
been a pleasure. I love you.
I love you too. It's hard. Thank you, Bren, my man. I really appreciate you as well. And so, I do expect you to one day. You're gonna tell me you're gonna be doing the show here at WYXR.
For sure. We're gonna make an announcement.
We'll make a special announcement right here. We're gonna do it on this show. So all you little girls out there who like his voice and
just out here knocking on the windows and waving.
Yeah, they out here flirting and carrying on. He's a good looking kid. I'm just that it is what it is. But
the curls for the girls.
Yeah. Well, you get your share too. But you're pretty good at ignoring folks. I'm gonna tell you that right now. She's real good at doing that. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, as Bren plays us out, this has been fun. This has been a fun day. I really enjoyed this. Next week. Tune in, same time, same station. We'll be here trying to do it all over again, just a little bit better. We'll have our guests, and Lola will coordinate like she does every week, getting everybody straight when time they're supposed to call in and everything else. But thank you all for listening, for your support. Honestly, thank you for your support. Thank you all for being here. Love this. I love giving everybody. I love it. I just love this. And I love you all out there in Radio Land. Thank you so much for supporting the show, what we do each and every week. And I always say, if you like what we do, go out and tell somebody. More importantly, go out and tell somebody about WYXR, man. We are here and we ain't going nowhere.
Donations.
Yeah, excuse the French, but please donate, please give. We have a remainder of the week to go. We're gonna hit our goal, but we can't do it without your help. Thank you, Memphis. Thank you, anybody and everybody out there who listens to this station on a regular basis. For all of us here tonight, thank you once again, and we are out.